Yeah, feel free. Okay. All right. Good morning, and thank you for joining us for the special anniversary rededication of the James S. Cafiero EcoWalk. I hope you enjoyed the video of the past and current photos of the EcoWalk, which was put together by our new communications and events coordinator, Stephanie Cella. We appreciate the thoughtfulness of this. I'd also like to thank Allison Beauvais and Becky Kennedy for helping organizing this event as well. They're very important to the Chamber and great staff members. In the fall of 2021, the Chamber held a ribbon cutting ceremony for our newly renovated building and celebrated its grand opening shortly after. But the renovation project would not be complete without the refurbishment of the EcoWalk. Given the unique and delicate balance that exists between our tourism-driven community and natural environment, it is important to bring awareness to the EcoWalk and celebrate it. Before we begin today's reopening program, I'd like to recognize the special dignitaries and guests with us today. New Jersey Legislature Assemblyman Antoine McClellan, Melanie Collette, Assistant to Antoine McClellan and running for Commissioner, Vice Director, Cape May County Board of County Commissioners, E. Marie Hayes, Mayor of Woodbine, William Pikulicki, Mayor of Stone Harbor, Judy Davies Dunauer, Deputy Mayor of Wildwood Crest, Joseph Franco, Middle Township Committee, James Norris, and former Cape May County Chamber Executive Director, Robert Patterson. In addition, I would like to welcome and thank the Cafiero and Leonic families for joining us today. I would also like to thank our past and present committee members and sponsors, friends of the EcoWalk, for attending. At this time, I would like to introduce Steve Morey, Chair of the Environmental and Legislative Committee and dedicated friend of the Chamber, who worked extremely hard to make today possible. Steve is a CEP, Certified Environmental Professional. He is the Senior Project Manager with Mott MacDonald Engineers with 39 years of environmental consulting experience on both public and private sector projects, providing expertise in field investigations, site planning, and managing projects through the regulatory process. Steve holds a Master of Arts in Marine and Coastal Studies from Nova Southeastern University and is a member of the Academy of the Board of Certified Environmental Professionals. Steve's history with the Chamber is extensive. He was an executive committee member and past chairman of the board of directors from 2011 to 2013. He has served as the chair or co-chair of the Environmental Affairs and now the Environmental/Legislative Committee since 1997, so for 26 consecutive years. Steve was a member of the building committee for the recent renovation project, and he has also served on the nominating committee. Please join me in welcoming Steve Morey.
No wonder I'm tired. Thank you, Amy, for those kind words, and you're welcome to everyone. Before we continue with the program, I'd like to thank our new president, Barbara Stafford Jones, for taking the handoff from past president Vicki Clark and make sure this gathering today is befitting of a Cape May County Chamber event. Her hands-on site work and event coordination are what made today's program possible. And I thank the Chamber staff for giving her a helping hand in everything that you see and you're experiencing today. I also want to thank Vicki for her continued behind-the-scenes support of this facility and the work it took to bring it back to life in what you see after we cut the ribbon today. And I thank all of you for coming out this morning. This is special to see. I'm sure it has something to do with the two people that will forever have their names connected to this facility. So let's get it. Let's get to it. We have many people to recognize, but first a short history of why we are here and what the EcoWalk represents to Cape May County. According to the Cape May County Tourism Office, in 2020, ecotourism generated over $700 million, approximately 11% of the total year's tourism expenditures, with 44% of our visitors participating in birding or other nature-based activities. The foundation of Cape May County's ecotourism is its diverse ecological features. Our county is unique in its landform, comprising Cape May Peninsula surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean and the Delaware Bay. About 30% of the county is covered by forests that run the length of the Cape May Peninsula. These forest areas contain over 20 species of trees and 40 species of shrubs. They provide habitat for mammals, reptiles, amphibians, insects, and birds. Many species representing the northern extent of their range and come here because of the mild coastal climate. About 45% of the county consists of freshwater and wetlands and tidal marsh. The Great Cedar Swamp and the Beaver Swamp are two large freshwater wetland areas located in north and central portions of our county. Our vast tidal marsh wetlands comprise the entire eastern part of the county between the Cape May, the Garden State Parkway, and our barrier islands, and the lower reaches of the tidal creeks that flow into the Delaware Bay. The county's various habitats support over 200 species of birds, including songbirds, waterfowl, and raptors that reside or migrate through the county at various times of the year. The county is internationally recognized for hosting one of the largest concentrations of migratory birds in North America. Over 300 species of marine life can be found in our estuarine, ocean, and bay waters. The idea of the EcoWalk exhibit initiated with the Environmental Affairs Committee in 1997. I was chairman and Diane Leonic was the co-chair. Come on, wind, don't do this to me. The committee recognized that the special plot of ground we were standing on represented a microcosm of our whole county, and with the proper exhibit would be an opportunity to show visitors to the Welcome Center our first look at Cape May County's unique environment, and in that way promote ecotourism and direct visitors to other related nature-based facilities and businesses in our county. The facility soon took shape, comprised of a 120-foot long, 6-foot wide barrier-free timber boardwalk you see standing behind me, beginning at grade from the parking lot and extending out to a 12 by 12 observation deck at the edge of the woods with clear views of Holmes Creek tidal marsh. The exhibit was fitted with interpretive signs and a telescope viewer for magnified viewing of from the elevated deck. A specially designed coastal marsh interpretive sign was later added as a gift from the New Jersey Marine Consortium New Jersey Sea Grant Program. When we first thought of this project, we had to figure out the size of it and how we were going to pay for it. We had initially applied for and received a DEP Coastal Pass-Through grant to help pay for the facility, but in the time it took to get the federal and state permits, the grant expired and we lost that funding. Well, not to fear. Jamie Kafiro was our committee's legislative liaison to then Senator Kafiro's office. All we had to do was ask, so we did. And in 2001, the Chamber received a $25,000 New Jersey Special Legislative Grant that covered the entire cost of the EcoWalk construction and its amenities. We actually built it under budget, which I'm very proud to say. As presented in Governor McGreevy's proclamation displayed in the glass case behind me, Senator Kafiro is a champion advocate for Cape May County, with selfless and unwavering devotion to all of us while he served as our senator. To honor his longtime friendship and support of the Cape May County Chamber of Commerce, on October 4, 2002, we dedicated the Senator James S. Kafiro EcoWalk. Here on behalf of the Senator who was unable to attend today are his sons Jamie and Drew. There you are. Please give them a round of applause, please. Thank you. Please tell your dad we're so grateful for his public service and support of the Chamber over the years.
Thank you.
It took 5 years to plan and design and acquire the permits and finally construct this wonderful exhibit with the help of so many. I'd like to recognize the support of our county commissioners who permitted the interpretive boardwalk to be built on land under their ownership at the time, and the county engineer's office for providing the survey work, and specifically my good friend Bob Church, who at the time was the assistant engineer to Dale Foster, who prepared the actual structure plans that this was built from. Bob, you out there somewhere? There you go. Bob only gave us a 10-year warranty on the structure, but here it stands 20 years later. Typical engineer. I'd like to recognize, now I'd like to introduce our County Commissioner, Marie Hayes, if you would like to come up and say a few words. The commissioners, freeholders commissioners, have always been good friends of the Chamber, and they certainly came through for us on this facility, and we welcome you here today, Marie.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I just got my voice back. It had been gone.
This is a tough assignment,
This
right?
is really tough, so my voice might go up and down. Let me just say that, you know, Cape May County itself is such a beautiful, unique area that we can have, you know, places like this that we can retreat to. I don't know about you, but I know when sometimes life is just not doling me some of the things that I think it should, often I retreat into nature just to sit and reflect. And I think that's exactly what places like this are all about. And Jamie, I can't think of any better a person.
There he is.
Oh, there you are. Hey, you're incognito. Get up here. Get up here.
I'm going to accept the accolades for him. I'm good. Thank you for recognizing the family and our father. And it's beautiful.
Would you do me a favor? Please tell Mom and Dad that I said hello. Please.
I certainly will. I'm going to tell them about a lot of people here who said hello.
Good. Good.
But you'll be at the top of the list.
Well, I thank you, but I don't have to be. But I thank you.
Third, maybe. Third.
You know, I got to tell you, since I've been on the commission board, every time I come out to an event like this, it just makes me love this county so much more. I have the advantage of traveling throughout not only the state of New Jersey, but outside, representing our county. And I got to tell you something, we have a gem. We do. This county is a gem, and places like this make it that way. And, you know, I just want to talk about Bob Church a little bit. He's a quiet man. He doesn't say too much. Every once in a while he hollers at me. No, that I'm only kidding. But, you know, you can go to Bob with ideas, and he listens to you. And he tries to help in every way. As a matter of fact, when he walked in today, I said, hey, did you get my email? Because last night, I was on it. 10 o'clock at night, I was writing emails. And Bob goes, no, I haven't read it yet, but it's there waiting for you. So, you know, on behalf of the commission board, we just want to say thank you so much for everything that has been done here and throughout the county. And you know what I find really, really sweet is that when we have events like this and it's a rededication and we get to see old pictures sitting in there watching the old pictures, how different people look.
Come on, don't
You
get
know,
on the gray hair
I,
now, Marie.
hey honey, at least you got it, you know? So, but I was like, wow, look at that. Look, that's a different color hair. But anyway, but it happens to all of us.
Nice guy.
He is. He is. Always, always. So on behalf of the county, I would like to present to you, and I'm not going to read it because it's going to blow all over,
Okay.
a certificate from the entire commission board, okay, signed by our director now, Len Desiderio, myself, another Maury, I can't remember his name. What? Will
me either.
Maury.
Yeah.
Okay, Will Maury.
other guy.
Yeah, that other guy, that other Maury guy. Jeff Pearson, and our new commissioner, Andy Bulikowski.
Thank you so
Okay?
much, Marie.
Hey, my pleasure. Bob, would you like to say a few words?
No, I'm fine.
You sure? Darn it, I thought I could do it. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Bob, thanks. Again, Marie, thank you so much. The Commission has always been very supportive of the Chamber, and we continue to collaborate on projects all the time. So it doesn't surprise me you're out here today supporting this event. The wind is wreaking havoc with me. Okay, there we go. Now I'd like to recognize the 2002 Chamber leadership who are here today, and I don't believe they were able to make it, but I would like to acknowledge Bob Patterson, who was the executive director in 2002 and was instrumental in very supportive of this project, as he always was of anything that the Environmental Affairs Committee brought to his attention. Also, I'd like to mention Joyce Gold, who was the president, and you'll see her photograph. She actually cut the ribbon for the original opening, so I just want to acknowledge them. The Environmental Affairs Committee, many members are here today. I'm so happy to see Marty Teller from the Cape May County Planning Department. Right, there he is. Raise your hand so everybody can see who you are, because we look so much older now, Marty, according to Marie, so they're not going to recognize us. Ralph Tiz, Remax Real Estate. Kathleen Schilling, U.S. Coast Guard Training Center engineer. Kathleen prepared the original permit plans that we submitted, got the funding, but ended up not being able to get that funding, and it expired. But I remember you doing the plans, and I thank you very much. You're always very supportive as our resident committee engineer. So thanks for being here, Kathleen. It's good seeing you again. Jamie Kafir, our state legislative liaison, the man that asked the question, Dad, can we get some funding? It's all it took. That's all it took. Gary Dean, Kevin Brown, and Wayne Winter from New Jersey American Water. I myself was chair, and co-chair again was Diane Leonic. Diane was a longtime co-chair of our committee. I didn't lose my spot, just lost my thought. Representing the county MUA. She passed away in 2015. She's been sorely missed since. Diane always brought a high level of energy to our meetings and was always well prepared, which made my job easier. But she always knew how to get me started, usually by bringing proposed legislation to our attention that she knew would lead to a spirited discussion by the group. But I could always count on her good advice before, during, and after our meetings. Diane spent 34 years at the Cape May County MUA as an executive project developer. It was instrumental to the formative years of the solid waste program. She was the recipient of the 2015 Cape May County Chamber of Commerce Visionary Award, and in honor of her vision and contributions to Cape May County's sustainable management of waste materials, a huge positive for this county. I'd like to introduce now her husband Tom and sister Andrea. Could you raise your hands? There they are. And a shout out to her daughters Kaylee and Kate, who couldn't come up from North Carolina today. To honor Diane and our memories of her being her, we have added a bench embossed with her name placed on the observation deck at the end of the boardwalk, where visitors may now sit in solitude and relaxation while enjoying what nature has to offer. We are so happy that she is here in spirit and her family could be here as part of this rededication. Thank you. Now, under the direction of the members of the current Environmental and Legislative Committee, who I will name and thank for their time and dedication to the Chamber, the EcoWalk has been refurbished and refreshed with the latest state-of-the-art materials for outdoor interpretive signage. Our committee members now are Jim Rotella Associates. I'd like to welcome Michael McMahon, the McMahon Insurance Agency, Jeff Kalin, Lund's Fisheries, Pete Morano, New Jersey Industries, South Jersey Industries, Joanne Delvesio, New Jersey Campground Association, Brad Rosenthal, our now liaison to the Cape May County MUA, Brady Schoenrock, May Point Hospitality, Janetta Dix, ACT Engineers. I know Janetta's here. I saw her in the back somewhere. Raise your hand. Joe Cleary from the Maurice Piers and Hospitality Company. Wildwood Crest Commissioner Joe Franco. There he is. He's here too. I saw him. Al Freilinger from the DRBA, and Ralph Cooper, Upper Township Business Association and Green Team. And I myself is still chair. And a special thank you I'd like to shout out to my cousin Dave Kimsey. Dave's over there. There he is. Dave's a lifelong carpenter and retired industrial arts teacher. And he, in the last month or two, he spent a lot of time in these woods and on this deck with his hammer and tools helping me get this the way it looks like today. So I just wanted to say a special thank you to you, Dave. And as usual, you have to pay for these improvements. So in that sense, I need to say one last big thank you to the Friends of the EcoWalk. They're listed on the sign to my left, your right, at the entrance of the EcoWalk. This renovation project could not have been completed without their contributions helping bring the EcoWalk back to better than it ever was. Representing the Friends today is Martin Fiedler for Just Right TV, manning the camera here. My name is on the sign, but I have to acknowledge my company, Mott McDonald Engineers, who allow me the time to support the chamber with all the events that I try to take part in, and I thank them for allowing me to do these things on company time most of the time. The McMahon family, Michael McMahon is here representing them. South Jersey Gas, Pete Morano. Lund's Fisheries again, Jeff Kalin. And Clark's Moving and Storage. Bruce and Vicky could not be here today because they're attending their son's college graduation, but I wanted to say thank you to them also. And now we're at the end. We're ready to do the ribbon cutting. So if I could, I would ask Jamie and Drew and Tom and Andrea if you would like to come forward and help us cut the ribbon. And after the ribbon's cut, I'd like to invite all of our guests to take part and take a walk out onto the EcoWalk and really enjoy what we've done for you. This is for you. This is for Cape May County to come and enjoy. And I ask you to take a special notice of the sign, the newly painted sign up there with the orange butterfly. Butterflies flitting around the yard or garden are relaxing to watch. Their silent journey through the landscape is a colorful vision that for some emits tranquility and a touch of mystery. Throughout history, the butterfly has been seen as a source of beauty, freedom, love, and transformation. When an orange butterfly is seen, it can symbolize to the observer a feeling of bliss, joy, idealism, life, the sun, and consciousness. For the orange butterfly that flies past you is a signal of something good coming your way. So please have those thoughts as you pass through the sign. And now if we could have the official ribbon cutting, if you guys want to come up and help me out.